This is day 11 of trying to get to 2000 ELO in Blitz on chess.com. Currently, I'm rated 1824 and I'm versing someone rated 1855. This is the Alekhine's defense. I'll attack this central pawn. They usually attack my knight. I'll have to move it and then they push this pawn. This is actually my favorite thing to play because I like when I take, they take, and then I give up this pawn. It's a little questionable now because he has the bishop here. So if he were to take, it still does look kind of good because I take and he loses castling rights. So he's probably just going to push. And then I usually go here. This is a good move because you want to take this knight to add more pressure onto this pawn because the knight's defending it right now. So this is always a good move. And then also castling kingside and moving my knight to d7. So he moves his bishop. That does look like a good move, but he has moved it twice. So his opening is he's probably played it like a little bit wrong, but it's still completely fine. But now I'm looking at definitely just taking his knight eventually. Maybe going here first though, adding more pressure. If he moves his queen here, I could probably take, and then he would have to take with the pawn. So if I were to take, he can't take with the queen because I take this, but he's gonna take with the pawn. So I actually forget what the best move is. I think moving my queen actually might be a good move, or taking the knight. I'll have to take a moment to think. Okay, I'm going to take the knight. He's going to take with the pawn, and then I'm going to move my queen over here. If he were to push, I would just take his bishop, and then I guess he could take my knight. But my position just looks a lot better. I feel like my pieces are more active. He can't really castle kingside, so he still has to develop his knight to castle queenside. So I think he's made a mistake here. It's really difficult for him to defend this pawn. If he were to push, that also doesn't look that good because it opens up the e file. So instead, he decides to move back and basically just give up a pawn. So if I were to take with the knight, it's a little dangerous because, well, not really, because I do have this check, and then I could eventually move my queen. But I think I'm going to play it safe and just take with the bishop so that there's no, my queen is still safe. If he were to take, I'd probably take with the knight, adding more pressure onto this pawn, but he decides to play it differently. I don't really think that makes really any sense because it looks like I can just take this. He can't take this because my rook can just go here and his queen would be stuck. He would have to sacrifice his queen, but instead he decides to castle kingside. That also doesn't really look like, that doesn't really like make a lot of sense because I can just take that again and then just take this. He can't move his queen because he would lose his bishop, so he has to move his king. Probably just moving my knight. Some sense. If I were to go here, then he goes here. I always have this check too, so I'll move my knight, and I'm attacking his bishop, but I'm just trying to get my pieces into a more active place. I always have this check, which could come in handy. He can't move his rook here, so I could give him the check. Queen blocks. Now I would take his bishop. Okay, he moves his bishop. So in a position like this, my rooks are in terrible positioning. So I'm going to say pushing this pawn to try and just get my rooks into the game looks like a great move. If I were to push this pawn, though, I would blunder my knight. So before I do that, I'll actually go here and I'll threaten this check. It's not mate yet because he can... Actually, it is mate. No, that actually is mate. So he has to stop that. He has to stop me from giving him this check. So it looks like moving his bishop. Okay, he goes there. I'm gonna throw in this check. If he were to block, then I would just take. Okay, he plays it differently. I am running out of time though. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up a pawn here. I'm just gonna give up a pawn because I want these pieces to be more active. If he were to take, I'll take with the queen. I'm also running out of time, so I need to play a little bit faster. I could definitely still lose this game if I'm not careful. I probably could have sacrificed my I think I probably could have sacrificed my my rook there. That's okay though. So I only have 13 seconds to win it all. I'm definitely going to run out on time. 12 seconds to win it all. That's what happens when you make these videos though. I spend too much time talking and then I'm gonna lose the game now. That's okay though. I'm gonna have to pre-move like a lunatic now. I'll go here. Attack his knight. Oh shoot, that's mate. I play with a 76.3% accuracy. My opponent played with an 81.8% accuracy. My rating is now 1817, percentile 98.4%, and I have 1952. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.